Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. I am back today with a brand new grilling recipe, and you guys are going to be loving this one all summer long. I'll be making my grilled lamb chops with garlic, fresh herbs, balsamic, and a little bit of red wine. These lamb chops are just so juicy and flavorful, so easy to make. You guys are going to love the flavors here. And then you can serve these lamb chops with just about anything. I really like these with my garlic baby potatoes, my BLT salad, my avocado chimichurri sauce, and tzatziki sauce. So I'm gonna have all that information down in the video description box below. Meanwhile, let's get started and get these lamb chops marinating. And I like to get things started by portioning the lamb. So today I'm going to be using one rack of lamb, and I picked this one up at Costco. I absolutely love their lamb products. They're grass-fed from New Zealand, so delicious. So what I'm going to do is section each chop. So I'm going to grab a really nice and sharp knife, and you want to carefully do this, and then cut portion for each chop. And I like to portion my rack of lamb from this back side so you can see where the bones are, and it's a little bit easier to cut it this way. And what else I love about this recipe is it's super easy to scale up. So if you have company coming and you need to make, 2 or 3 racks of lamb, super easy. Just increase the marinade ingredients and you are good to go. And I love to marinate my meats in a casserole dish because then the marinade is really evenly distributed. So I'm going to transfer my lamb chops into my casserole pan. And now it's time to get this lamb seasoned. So I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil over the lamb chops, and then I'm going to grab some coarse salt. So I like to use nice coarse kosher salt, and that way it's going to penetrate the meat a little bit better and it's going to season it even more, and you're gonna have a lot of flavor. So sprinkle that over the lamb chops. And I'm also going to add some cracked black pepper. And then I'm going to turn my lamb chops over and do the same thing on the other side. So you want to make sure that both sides are well seasoned with the salt and pepper. And now for my other seasoning. So I have 1 tablespoon of fresh rosemary, and I just chopped it into fine bits. I'm going to sprinkle that over the lamb. Next, I'm going to add in some fresh thyme leaves. I love thyme with lamb. It just tastes so good. And then I also have some crushed garlic. So I pressed about 4 or 5 garlic cloves, and I'm going to add that on top as well. Just gonna press that into the lamb. And I like to press the garlic into the lamb because it really sticks well this way, and it adds so much incredible garlic flavor. You guys are going to love it. And my last 2 ingredients are balsamic and red wine. So I'm going to grab some aged balsamic vinegar, and I'm going to kind of drizzle it over the lamb chops. So about a couple tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons. Just gonna add a little bit of acidity. And then I'm going to pour also about a 1/4 cup of red wine into the pan. And that's it for my lamb marinade. It is ready to go back into the refrigerator. I'm going to let this chill for about 30 minutes, and I'm going to turn it after about 15 minutes just to make sure that the lamb chops are well seasoned on both sides. So while this lamb is marinated in the refrigerator, it's the perfect time to prepare your side dishes and your dipping sauces. So I'm going to include those down in the video description box below, but I really like my garlic baby potatoes, especially if they're like pan-seared and crispy. So delicious. I also really like this with my BLT salad. It's just so crunchy and refreshing. And then for the dipping sauces, I really like my avocado chimichurri sauce. It's so creamy and zesty, so perfect for lamb. And then also I'm going to include a recipe for some creamy tzatziki sauce up on my website along with this lamb recipe. So make sure to check all those out. We'll come back once this lamb is marinated. We're gonna head outside to grill this up. And I have my lamb chops all ready to go. So I'm going to preheat my outdoor grill over a medium-high heat up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. You want those grill grates to be extra hot. I have my grill all preheated. It's nice and hot, so I'm going to grab my lamb chops and space them out about 3 to 4 inches on the grill. You're gonna hear a nice sizzle when it goes on there. And now that my lamb chops are on here, I'm going to reduce the heat on the grill down to a medium, and I'm going to close the lid on the grill. And these lamb chops are going to grill really, really quickly. So I usually grill them about 2 to 3 minutes per side. And I'm going to turn them over, let them grill on the other side too. Look at that, that looks so, so good. And you'll want to grill them on the other side for another 2 to 3 minutes. And after grilling them for a few minutes on each side, I'm actually going to transfer them up to the top rack of my grill to finish cooking. And this way they're not going to get too charred, but they're going to get done on the inside. And after a few minutes on the top rack, I'm going to take my lamb chops out onto a tray, and these are all done and ready to be enjoyed. And I just want to show you guys a little close up here. Check out how juicy and amazing these lamb chops look. I love the grill marks and the char on there. You have a little bit of the fresh herbs and the garlic, and then the lamb chops are just so juicy, just glistening. Can't wait to dig in and enjoy these. And now let's cut one of these lamb chops so you guys can see how they look like on the inside. They're just so juicy and flavorful. You guys are going to love the flavors. And that's it, guys, for my grilled lamb chops recipe. I hope you enjoyed this recipe all summer long. It's just so easy and delicious. For the full recipe, make sure to head on down into that video description box. I have a link there that'll take you over to my website so you can print this recipe off and share it with your family and friends. And now let's dig in and enjoy. I can't wait to dig in. I love lamb, especially grilled lamb. It's just so delicious. I'm gonna have a little bit of this tzatziki sauce. I'm going to include the recipe for this up on my blog. It's a really refreshing cucumber and yogurt sauce that's so perfect for lamb. I like to add a little bit on the top. Just wow and more wow. This lamb is so incredibly delicious, so juicy and tender and flavorful. I absolutely love the flavor of the garlic, the rosemary, the thyme. It has a little bit of acidity from the balsamic and the red wine, and then that sauce is so good. It's also super garlicky, so it's the perfect complement to this lamb. If you guys are looking for the best lamb ever, this is the recipe. Head on down in the video description box, and I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe all summer long. And I'll see you next time with a new recipe.